It's bred in me. No, I'm a farmer through and through. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, it's a bit warmer now. Oh, it's nice.
Like little birds. We've got birds on the lock.
Oh, now let me tell her.
Oh,
You
all right.
tell it lousy.
Oh.
Okay, so I was living in Sydney.
We get the romantic version.
Remember? Yeah, we met. We were meeting Condo, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The pub in Condo. Yeah.
He bought himself a new shirt for the occasion.
Oh yeah, this was the big thing.
And but at the pizza place, they had these tiny little tables, and his nice new shirt, and trying to make a good impression.
I just don't know when I first got my eyes on her, but
I didn't take much notice actually.
Didn't have much of a lasting effect.
no, I've met her several times. I don't know actually what time when I first met her, but I'd met one or two beforehand.
Yeah. I just saw Stephen get out of the car and I go, oh my God, that's him. That's the one. And then he came up to the Gord's door and saw me, and the rest is sort of history.
Eh?
Yeah.
so I used to walk her home, you see, just so that she had somebody with her.
And the plate was too close to the edge, and he upended it.
I stuck the knife and fork on it to get into this trout, and it did a 1.5 and landed in my lap. And well, if you didn't see a bloke go red in the face, talk about embarrassed.
Vigilante Man was playing on the television. And it just went from there.
She took biscuits or something, had a cake tin. Halfway home, I rolled it down the hill.
Yeah, and she was all pixelated, and I could hear Woody Guthrie in the background. I'm thinking, that's the best looking pair of fucking King G work pants I have ever seen in my life.
It was really hard to get elastic-sided boots in those days too.
Oh, man.
Pretty alright.
Yeah, that's right. And then when I had started talking to her, it was really good.
That was our first date to go and see Jaws.
Little collections of things everywhere and like little interesting things, and I thought, well, that's quite strange. I've been to a lot of bachelor pads, especially on farms, and they don't look as good as this one. It just made me more interested in his character.
Hasn't changed much in the last
Yes, and now it's probably not so interesting, but...
So we spent like a lovely week together. It was just fantastic. And I went back up to Sydney and...
And so, when I went, because I was going, he broke it off with me. But he was waiting at my mum's place when I got back.
I don't like this.
I'll just come back down here. We decided we'd just start.
And that's right, when I got back, it was only a week or two, and he asked me to marry him.
And I said, will you marry me? She said, yeah.
So, yeah, we got engaged, and we were engaged for 12 months before we got married.
Just moved up into the next valley of Grania.
And I don't think I really had any concept of what life on the farm was like, or marriage, or anything really. It took a little while.
Didn't have any expectations, I suppose. I'm not from a farm in the UK, so didn't know what to expect.
You've got a particular nature. I've got a particular nature. Now, at some stage, those natures will clash.
It's been a very good experience and a very difficult experience, all together in one.
The first 3 years of our marriage
it was
were
pretty
actually
tough.
really, really hard.
Yep.
And we're probably very lucky to still be here together, I think, because it was a bit of a shock.
Yeah.
We've had rough patches. The first 5 years is probably the most difficult in a relationship, I reckon. And there's been times where I've just wanted to pack up and go.
It's not embarrassing, but it's lovely. When I came back from overseas, I said to Tim, right, I just don't know that I can do this anymore. And he just said, well, he just said, look, if you want to go, I'll give you the money and you can go back overseas. That's fine. You can do whatever you want. He said, but I just want you to know that I love you. I love you, and I really want to make this work. But if that's what you have to do, then that's what you need to do. So off you go. And that's what made me just go, oh, that it was worth fighting for, that I knew that he was prepared to do whatever it took, really.
That's when you have to just back off a little bit and be understanding.
So it's two very different ways of looking at things, and in many ways we've actually got a lot of freedom with the space and, veggie garden, whatever else it is you want. And
I actually felt freer than I'd ever felt, I knew that...
Well, I wasn't holding, you weren't held.
Sometimes, I might slam a few things in the kitchen, and might storm off and go and throw a few rocks or something. It makes me feel better. But basically, we've never really had an argument.
I know why ours lasted so long, because it was such a good woman I had. It was as simple as that.
You've just had an argument. Well, you're going to have to drive for fucking half an hour to go and do it.
It actually made us more
Bugger it.
reliant on each other.
Yeah, because you've only got each other. You know, it's.
I think we just took one day at a time.
That we got through that. So.
We did.